Hello again.
Oh, hi. There we go. Hi, how are you?
Well, and you?
Good.
Yeah.
Were you able to get some clearing on this complete?
Sure did.
Yay! I could tell people were working on it. It's like, I'm not doing this myself. Oh, I don't have to do it all myself. This is great. I could tell. Yeah, it's like, whoa.
Mhm.
When I started in, I go, okay, how complete is this? I'm going, whoa, 20% already. Nice.
You taught us well.
Yeah. So let's see, how complete you think we are with the whole chart? Good half anyway, huh? I need to just get some more water for my tea here. I'll just be right back. Excuse me.
It's nice if it's still my birthday, Marlene.
Yes, it is.
All day, all night, man.
I was gonna say, do you have any plans?
Well, after this, I'm having a virtual happy hour
Oh,
at 6. I know I'm not supposed to drink alcohol, but see how I do with that. And then at 7, we're going to have some food, and then we're going to have, with our friends, some gluten-free cake pops and a virtual favorite TV show night.
oh, how fun. Nice. Yeah, and it's on Saturday night, so that's cool.
Right. Well, not that anyone's going out, so we're good.
Yeah.
But I did tell my husband, I'm like, look, this is just so we know, I do get a redo. Like, this is right.
Yes, and we get a redo. Our anniversary was March 29th, and we're taking a redo too. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Aw.
Yep.
How many years?
12.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We got married here in Arizona at Goldfield Ghost Town. The old gold mining town.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have this huge saloon. It's the Mammoth Saloon and Steakhouse. So, but
that's fun.
There's a regular church, a chapel, right? And we got married at the chapel.
Oh, neat.
And then we had the
fun.
We had the horses with the a wagon or whatever you call it behind it, and that's how I got pulled up to the church. The horse brought me up to the church.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
yeah, all the girls were on the wagon, so we all got drove up to the church with the horses, and then afterwards, then my husband and I got on the horse, whatever the, cart or whatever
Aw.
behind there, and we got on and drove around a little bit, and then we all went over to the
That's so nice.
saloon, the Mammoth, and they had a band. Yeah.
It sounds fun. Sounds awesome.
Yeah. And my husband was, oh my God, he has this beautiful, so good looking. He, I don't know if I had a picture. Oh, there's a picture right here. I'll show you.
Let me see. Is this your wedding picture?
Yeah. He had the Western suit,
Like the chaps or what? Like a, let's see.
You see that? Like the
Oh,
heels.
so cute. Oh, what a good.
Yeah.
Like that tie and everything, that old fashioned tie.
Yeah, the bolo or whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hat.
Oh, that's so cute.
The Western hat. Yeah, he looked better than I did.
Oh. No, stop. My mother looked better than I did on my wedding.
Oh, really? Oh.
She did. My mother looked awesome on my wedding. My hair was not good and my lipstick color was all wrong, but my mother looked amazing.
Oh, oh my God.
But I'm not bitter. No.
Oh, no bitterness there. Okay.
So funny.
Oh my God.
Where's all our friends?
We're missing. Who are we missing? Jan?
Oh, right. I can only see one. I just can see me right now. I can't see anyone else.
Okay. Looks like we're missing.
Let me, sorry.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay.
just see me. On the iPad, I can just see myself. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's check to see where we are with the chart. Anybody want to yell out a percentage in total where you think we are?
Where is a group versus individually?
As a group, yes. How complete
as group.
is this, how complete is this whole clearing?
76.
Okay. Anybody else? Just throw out a guess. Anybody?
I have about 77.
67?
You know what? I got 67, Dia. So somewhere right around 70%. Okay. So very good. I'll just write 70 here. So this is where we're cleared to about 70% right now out of 100. That's where we're going to. So let's continue to do the clearing. Okay, so that was very good. We got 70% of this clear in an hour. So very impressive. And I was saying to Renee, when I over lunch, when I started in, I'm going, wow, it's 20% complete already. Usually not used to that. I was like, wow, all right, this is nice. It's coming along. So in a little bit, we're going to come back to here and we're going to see which ones are still, maybe it's bloodline, yeah, we're still not complete on bloodline. So that could be one that we're still working on. Some of these are clear. Lucifer stops, all the anchors there. That's clear, right? So we'll come back in just a little bit and check where we're at, because we need to have this clear and complete before we get into the regeneration of the liver, which is what we're going to be doing first. So let's get into, and we'll keep this here. We're going to go into liver, colon, kidneys, bladder, the actual regeneration. And I'm going to actually walk you through the slides that I have prepared when I do this for a group, on a webinar, and actually do the clearing. So you may have already seen this before if you've been on a webinar with me. I'm not going to go, you know, way into detail. The slides are all here. However, I'm just going to whiz by some of these pretty quick. You're going to get the slides so you can look at them anyway later if you'd like. But what we're needing to do is, oh, and here's the clearing on here. Okay, good. All right, so I'll share my screen now with the slides and start in. So continue clearing. Everybody is intending that this chart here is going to be complete to 100%. Yep. All right, so let's do this. And boop, boop, boop. All right, so this is the detox organs. Clearings and organ upgrade. Okay, so we're doing the clearings right now for the detox organs, and that would be the liver, the colon, the kidneys, and the bladder. Now, skin is also, you know, you detox out of the skin. That was one that I just did in the elimination program in March, so maybe if you were in that one, you got that too. But we're going to be doing these four for everybody today. So so I go into, you know, letting go of what doesn't belong with love and quantum activations. And this is when I explain what quantum activations is, transcends time and space. And it's actually something that we're doing to rearrange the particles and so forth. So, and then the prep work. So this part now, let's check ourselves, okay? And we're gonna need to have these complete for ourselves too. So as I'm going through the slides, we're completing the clearing that we're working on. Plus, we're going to go ahead and clear your chakras, clear your aura layers. And we'll check for attachments. If we have any, let's let those go and get our life force up to 100%, because our life force needs to be at 100% before we start. So I want to check for attachments here. And make a little list. And go ahead right now and do your own chakras and aura.
With attachments, Marlene, do you mean entities?
Yeah, and I'm doing them right now. So maybe
Yeah.
you can check yourself. If you're done with your chakras and your aura, you can check yourself for attachments and where your life force is. But I'm doing them for everyone. So just minimal. There's really not much here. Yeah, minimal.
Do you clear attachments here just generally, or do you attach the entities in relation to an organ detox?
Yeah, well, right now I'm just checking whatever might be attached to our field.
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, generally energy clearing. Yeah.
Are we supposed to be doing the attachments?
Actually do your chakras and your aura layers. I'm doing attachments for everybody. There's just a couple. Yeah, it's not much.
So when we do the chakras, are we doing the spinning? Is that how you want us to do it?
Yeah, so whatever works for you. There's several different ways to do chakras, but yes. And I sent that chart so you could actually see like chakra, working clockwise or counterclockwise in front, counterclockwise in back or whatever, and you can actually get it to spin like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I sent you that chart. I may have. It's the chakra.
Yeah, with the different directions, but you said, is there a different way to do it?
Some people have different methods.
I just hold the intention, Jan, to have them the right size, the right color, and they're balanced, and just pumped at each one.
Yeah.
That visualize it.
Yeah, until you get to 100%. Yep.
Okay. And then you do the same with the aura?
Yeah, and
Mark.
black spots in the aura, like black energy in the aura layer.
Just say that again.
Well, kind of like Marlene, remember when she was talking about coming up from the ground? So centering with the grounding and supporting yourself from Father Sky and Mother Earth, and then coming up through the top and coming down each aura layer and picturing any darkness in each aura layer.
Okay.
And then just flushing it out.
Yep. Sending gold into the layers.
I'm just thinking of like the amount of time and if you were to charge somebody, do you ever muscle test on the number of hours that a treatment would take?
Yes, you can. Yes, that would
By
be
the
very
hour?
good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can also muscle test how much to charge somebody. So like, there's a sliding scale thing, right? And yeah, so some people are different, to what you charge them, but you can get that information. Like if there's somebody I know for sure they don't have hardly any money or whatever, but for some reason you're going to be doing a session for them, you can adjust it and just say, well, how much can they afford? What would be the right price to charge this person?
Mm. My son sent me it was so timely just while you're doing that. My son sent me this funny, have you ever seen that Spiritual Guy? It's kind of a comic. Anyway, it was like, he sent it to me saying how spiritual people fight.
Mm-hmm.
You guys seen it?
No?
Oh, it was so funny because the timing was just like all the jargon, like, I think you're out of touch with your aura and it's just not quite right. And it's projecting onto me and then I'm projecting that you're taking the projection personally. And it was so funny. I'll have to send it to you guys if I can find it. And I just thought, gosh, if some people heard us talking, they wouldn't even know what we're talking about. They were on the same page with their spiritual lingo and about how they weren't being spiritually responsible and they were fighting. It was so funny. I'll try to find it and send it to you guys.
Yeah. Only certain people would know what you're talking about.
It's on YouTube. Let's see. How spiritual people fight or argue. Oh, here it is. Okay.
So what we're doing here, is it still related to the liver and colon, kidney and bladder?
No, not necessarily. No, this is just a general energy healing. We just want to make sure that we're all up to par before we start in our energy. We want the life force to 100%. So what we got to do to get it to that's attachments, that's the aura, chakras. You could check your human access portal, clear that up. Attachments are complete. So if you need more time, who needs more time? Okay, so let's check our life force now. About 88%. So let's continue to send some energy through and intend that we're bringing up the life force to 100.
I'm surprised our life force as a group isn't up to 100 if we've been.
Yeah. $94. $98.
99.
99. All right. Okay. Okay, so let's move on then. I think we're ready.
How do you do with the liver, colon, etc.?
We're about 72%.
Okay.
So let's just continue to clear on that, okay? All right, so we did chakras, aura, life force, spirit access portal. Does anyone have death energy? So we need to deprogram death energy. I don't get that, no. Yeah, group mind, thoughts that lock illness in. Getting no. Benefits of staying in, you know, in an illness, or benefits of having a compromised liver, colon, kidneys, or bladder. No. Okay, I'm good. So improve the function of the organ. So what we're going to be doing from now until the part where we actually start the regeneration is we're going to be completing this clearing that we're 72% complete with the ability to have 100% fully functioning liver, colon, kidneys, bladder. And then we're also going to be sending gold energy into the liver. That's the first one we're doing. So we want to get the liver up to 100%. So you can just see gold energy is just sending it into the entire liver. We're not working in the stem cell right now. We're just working in the entire organ itself. So work on this clearing, and then that's the next part. So it's getting the function of improving the function of the liver. So I'm gonna put this on. Chart. All right, so that's on there. So we're going to continue. Okay, so this is what we do then before for the prep work. And this is where we talk about the chakras and the aura, and then getting the life force up there for longevity. This is the frequency of vibration chart. Many of you probably already have seen this, and this is something that you can use to explain to people where their vibration is and where it should ideally be, which is in the purple on this chart. So you want to be in the flow. So they talk about love or above, that's 500. This is where you're starting to get better health, physically, emotionally, mentally, the whole thing, right? Synchronicities start happening, things start coming to you, things are not as hard anymore. You start getting more feelings of love or joy, contentment, you just feel good, right? This is a good reason to increase your vibration. And this is what we talk about, you know, expanding people's consciousness, as we get more people on the planet up, right? Then we're just going to automatically go into 5D, just boom, boom, right? But the problem is a lot of people right now are still stuck in lower frequencies. So the more people are doing this work, and other energy healers doing energy work, will all, make an effect on this for everybody. So that is our goal. And so you can see on the right hand side here, low energy, low frequency. This is the density and the humanness, the physical, we get dense, right? So as we go up, expanded, we're more expanded instead of contracted, and that's the higher frequency, higher energy. And ultimate consciousness. And by the way, 1,000 is not the top end. No matter what this chart says, it goes way past 1,000. Enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, that's not it. That's not it. You can go way past that. And I did an experiment. I had met a friend. I was in LA and she flew in from London, and her and I did an experiment on the beach, and we went into the millions, way past some planets, stars. We were way out there. I don't know what we were. Of course, we didn't stay there, whatever, but that was the experiment to see how far we could go. She goes, well, can we get to 100,000? Can we get to, 200,000? Can we get to 300,000? He's talking British to me. Yeah, yes, we can. Okay, so we did have clear, healthy cells when we were babies. What happened?
Marlene, excuse me,
yeah.
did you send these sheets for this afternoon?
They were all in the email from last night. I sent them, yes. Mm-hmm. Should have been. Do you not
I can't.
have that one?
So I got asking the body where to start. We've already done that. And then I got the master stem cell, and we did that one already. Those are the only two I got.
Oh, there were about 2 or 3 emails last night.
So maybe not. Maybe you got the document, but not the. Oh, you know what? That's where I said the attachment was too large to send it as an attachment, so you had to get it out of the Dropbox link. So that was a link in the body of the email.
Is that the one that says number 1 detox organs? It's about 39 pages.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay. Because it doesn't have a title, but it says number 1 detox organs.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so you know, they don't have titles, so it might be useful in the future for people to have titles on them on the first page.
It does have a title, but it's weird.
I mean, it has number 1, at least on mine, it has number 1 detox organs for that one.
Oh.
Asking the body where to start had a title, and quantum activations clearing chart is a clear title. Those were the 3 I got yesterday.
Okay.
But
here's the link to the Dropbox for the slides that I'm showing right now.
and what number do they correspond with the number, or is there a different number?
It's just the slides, the number on the slides.
Does it correspond with the detox organs packet, right?
Yeah. Yep. So like slide number 8 I'm on right now, and that's we had clear, healthy cells. Yeah. But let me back that up. Let's go back up to number 5. So the order of manifestation here, so just so everyone's clear, is before it gets to the physical, it has to have made a change in the energy system or the energy centers. And before a change happens in the energy centers, before your chakras and all that get thrown out of balance, something happened in somebody's thoughts, emotions, beliefs, either consciousness, right? So they're the ones ultimately that are causing the issue in the physical, right? So it really does start with, how am I communicating with myself? Am I giving myself positive an outlook here? Are my beliefs mine? Am I on somebody else's belief systems? Parents or whoever. Just because some people are lazy, they may not even realize that they're lazy about it, but they just hold on to the same stuff that their family believes in. They never question anything. And then they spew out the same stuff to other people as if it was true. It may be true for them, but is it truth? That's the problem, is probably a lot of it is not truth. So be very careful then about really, where did this come from, and questioning things, and just be more aware of where this information is coming from, and do I really believe that? Or where did this, where did I get that information? Maybe it's not even true. Maybe it's not true for me anymore. So, so that's very important that people know, hey, they do have a hand in what has happened to them. And so they can, by essence, then changing their thought or their belief about themselves. And, and that's where this chart comes in. If they decided, you know what, I'm just not going to be angry with that person anymore. It's not doing me any good. Obviously, it gave me some heart problems or something. It's just not worth it. I've got to drop it. The family battle or whatever it is. Just, let's just be neutral. It can be whatever it is. Maybe it'll never get resolved. Who knows? I'm just not going to go there anymore. I'm not going to spend any more of my time or my energy on it. And then just, that's it. And then see how, their physicality can change just because of that. So that is it. So your consciousness speaks to the energy centers, and the energy centers then make changes in the physical body. And that's just so that you can get, hey, hello, there's something wrong. We've been trying to tell you, but you're not going to get it, I guess, until we give you the heart attack. So here, figure it out now, and some people do, some people don't. So then, yes, we did have healthy, clear cells. What happened? A lot of different things happened. So this is where you can explain the environmental pollutions, contamination, pharmaceuticals, the household cleaners, the things that we're actually allowing into our cells by using products that aren't natural, full of chemicals, the stuff that you buy at the grocery store, all that whole aisle. I mean, there might be a couple natural things in there, potentially, I don't know. That's not where I get my stuff, but most of it is all chemical, and I just avoid that aisle because it just smells so horrible that I just don't want to be there smelling all that. But, and then makeups, health and beauty, lotions. Some people just slather lotion all over their skin that they don't even know where that came from, what's in it. Not good. I mean, you could just use coconut oil. It doesn't cost that much, and just put coconut oil on. I use jojoba oil on my face. Cotton ball takes off all the dirt. I don't scrub it. I don't use contaminated water, even though I have a filter on my shower. It's the water that's coming out of the, who knows where, chemicals and all that in it. So get a whole house filter. You can just get one of those and screw it in. Ours is by the hot water heater, which my husband spent 8 hours yesterday working on that. I told him, you probably heard what I said. I said, don't get the obvious cheap one because they break. Get one that's, middle of the road or better, right? So his guides were telling him to get the one that was actually the cheaper one, because that's the one that we needed for the, it was 50 gallon or whatever, but we needed for this, for our house. And he goes, no, she said that it was, so he went against his guides and got one, brought it home here. I didn't know. And since the tankless one didn't work, brought this big, huge tank one, him and Brett installed it or something, and it wasn't right. Or didn't really get it installed. I don't know what, if it was the wrong size or whatever. Something wasn't right. He had to wind up bringing it back and getting the one that his guides told him to get. He said, I could have had this done in a half an hour had I just gone with what my guides told me. I said, you know what? I'm not the expert in hot water heaters, so if your guides are telling you what to do, I have never installed one. I don't know. I just thought it'd be nice to go tankless, right? And maybe save some energy, But again, I tested, I didn't do that. I did not. So that was maybe my fault, right? And he's trying to please me, going against his guys, whatever. 8 hours it took him for something that could have took half an hour. We do have hot water. But yeah, so test for everything. That could have saved a lot of time. And I said, communication might be key here too. I said, you know what, You need to tell me if you're getting a strong message from your guides that I don't know about. So then other things, right? GMOs, so the food we eat, it's not natural. And then the television, there is the liquid crystal of the LED, whether it be the television set or the computer monitors, stuff can come through there, attachments, right? So if we're watching violence, anything on broadcast television, anything on broadcast TV, that means the ABCs, NBCs, CBSs, it doesn't even matter what they're showing, especially the news, but other programming though too, it's being broadcast in the frequency of fear. So just know that if it's on, if it's, and you're not even in the same room, whatever, doesn't matter, it's on, right? And it's coming through, it can come through, straight through. All that crap, fear-based attachments and stuff, right? So just be careful, you know what you're doing. Clear stuff, check, you know, test and see, hey, did things come into my house or, you know, get on me or whatever after a certain program was on. The good thing you could do is to test and clear, right? Low vibe, and websites too. Websites have a vibration. They really do. And you can clear websites. So you can clear your own website. Generally, it's the A1 iguana, the entities, and the A7 MIB. Those are the ones that I find in technology, tech gear. So you can do that to your computer, your, you know, all of the peripherals, you know, the mouse, keyboard, cabling, the router, modem, and even then the cable into your house from outside or wherever the cable comes through to get the internet. You can clear all that stuff. And it would be good to kind of put it on as a regular scheduled item to do, because it really can help. And as well as your phone. Your phone is another thing, which I never even turned mine on today. If anyone was texting me, I wouldn't know.
What was the third one you mentioned? Do you say A8 or something?
A1 iguana.
And
The chameleon reptoids, which is the entities in parentheses. It would have said entities. Chameleon reptoid entities. And then the third one was the A7 Men in Black.
thank you.
Yep. Yep. So then test your phone and then see if there's those things in your phone too. Yep. Do it regularly. It really, really does help, especially now if you're using the phone for, you know, playing any games or whatever. Video games does that, can send through stuff, things on your tablet, you know, clear the tablets, any other gadgets you have to, the Xbox, PlayStations, all those, yeah. And so any virtual or artificial intelligence, here's the thing, I don't recommend people get those security alarms that hook up to, I don't know where, but a lot of people got them for Christmas because they were pushed really hard, right? That was the thing that was promoted. Sell these things, get them out there, right? So people, of course, just buy them and hook them up, and now they're connected to, it's supposedly, you know, you can talk to it. Well, if that feature's in there, there's obviously a speaker in there listening to probably whatever it is you're saying, and it's set up that way so that they can have a tab on what people, what to sell you, right? The smart meter on your home, which I don't have. I pay 20 bucks extra a month not to have it, but that's set up so that your smart TV can tell it, hey, they're watching these programs. Now we know we can sell them or, you know, promote certain things to them based on what their likes and dislikes are. That's the whole thing behind it, is consumer, you know, selling you things. But if they can do that, who's to say what else they can do, right? So I don't trust it. I don't use it. I don't want anything to do with it in my home. The smart meter sends off this really bad energy you don't want. No, you really don't. It's not good. Sends off its own low vibe stuff. And then belief systems and so forth. So all this stuff is the list of things that people can control on their own. And these are the things that you can't, do for them. So you have to make them aware that their choices are making, whether they're going to have compromise in their life, whether they're going to have attachments, that's going to bring their frequency down. Maybe that's going to trigger certain things, maybe stress levels, fear, whatever. Over time, then your adrenals are going to be compromised. Adrenaline's pumping, cortisol's pumping, So just the fact that someone's in fear can now have a ripple effect into other areas in physical areas, yeah? So once they know that they do have a responsibility to keep their field clean, you just need to point it out because most people have no idea. None. So this is the clearing that we're doing right now. So this is where it comes in, making sure that everything is complete before we move into the organ or gland or whatever we're going to regenerate. So first one is going to be liver. So we're still working on the clearing. Let's see, it was 72. Maybe
You're doing all of this clearing for one person if you're doing an organ clearing?
yes, you have to.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm. It gets faster, Margot, believe me, it really, really does. You can do all this. You can do all this and do a liver or whatever for somebody in like a 1 hour session.
Right. So you're just showing us as we're going through this in real detail to show me, like you kind of did at the end before we went for lunch, you can kind of clump them together.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You
And start playing with it and just see if it works for you.
Yeah. And then you get the results. Okay. Because it's like, I think.
We went way into detail here, so you will know exactly how.
Yes. Okay. That's sort of what I was getting at. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay, 77, about 78% maybe. So we're getting there. Let's just continue, keep going. All right, so then, so getting into the area that we're going to be working in, so the liver, I would then ask people about questions. So this is out of Wendy Jensen's book, and it could probably be a little bigger, but what will it take to bring more balance into my life? So liver seems to be the liver itself gets overwhelmed from what we do to it. So that would make sense. The liver's overwhelmed. Okay, well, maybe you need more balance in your life. Maybe you're overwhelmed, So that could definitely make sense there. What would it take to have the courage to stand up to the monster I do not want to see? What lie do I keep feeding myself that is keeping me stuck, running in circles? What will it take to be more truthful about myself, how I create poor outcomes? What will it take to get the assistance I need to put my goals into action? What will it take to finally be free of the regret from past choices? What would my life look like if I knew I had total authority and support to create what I want? What is required for me to completely detach from my past perceptions about myself and how my life has unfolded so I can create everything anew? And what will it take to totally pardon all the people I have held hostage for their infractions and infringements toward me? So grudges and so forth. So what will it take for me to be more truthful about what is required to have the success I desire? So the affirmation is, I am impeccably truthful with myself as I go about creating the life I desire. I am free of all the people, choices, and experiences that have held me back in the past. So anything there can resonate. And if that is something, if one of them actually did resonate really, you know, a lot with you, then that would be something that you'd want to do a clearing around. So I just, like, for instance, number 6, to be free of the regrets from past choices. Some people get really stuck there, like they can never forgive themselves. Maybe someone died for, you know, and they didn't say something, they didn't do something, whatever, right? So, so what is it around that that you can clear, and just do a whole clearing around that, right? So that's where this can come in handy. To really drill deeper, I feel, with that. So then,
Sorry, when you say to drill deeper, so you would go through
the charts. Yeah, and so just say, so number 4, to be totally, number 6.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Be free of the regret from past choices. So to the right permission and ability to be free of the regret from past choices.
Okay, and do that chart, all that chart
Yeah,
that we did
what's-
it before lunch.
Blocking me from that. Yep. Would it be my emotional thought forms? Yeah. Okay. Put that down. Right. Yeah.
Okay,
The whole thing.
and then timelines and okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there
Thank you.
certainly could be things from past lives in here. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, and this is the part I don't have timelines in this whole thing, because this would be something that you would want to do personally on your personal sessions. For a group, I can't get that involved with every person in a group. I can't go that, you know, that deep to find out everybody's issues. That would just take way too long. So just know that you would do that and check that. Yep. Anatomy of the liver. So then, you know, explaining about the liver. It's the largest abdominal organ in the body. It's got lobes. When your liver is healthy, you feel happier, absolutely. And then going into how the liver works, and, you know, it receives oxygen, blood from the hepatic artery. Okay. Lipid metabolism. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you made the comment about the timeline, because I had gotten my numbers up earlier to 98% and wouldn't get any further. And so I decided to clear what's in the way of me getting that 2%. So some things cleared, and then it dropped, and then it did it again. And I'm like, what do I need to do now? And I heard timeline. So then I cleared the timeline. I go, wasn't it on the list? Did I miss it? So that was really cool.
Okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. So on your text here, on this large clearing that we're doing, let's add timelines to it, and then do your own. So, you know, we don't want to do it for everybody on the same master chart here, but you know, you have DNA, and we have DNA for everybody, right? But let's do your own. So, well, we have timelines up here on the master chart. We have timelines for physical, energetic, family, and mental and emotional, and the anchors. So yes, you can clear that way. However, let's do it the more involved way too. So your own timeline. So has something occurred in a past life that is having an effect, made an impact, so that it's having an effect now to be experiencing a compromised liver? And if so, how many lifetimes ago? You know, and then get to, let's just go 6 back. And then if there's any in the future. So you want to do one on the liver, you want to do one on the colon, you want to do one on the kidneys and the bladder. So personally.
Yeah, I think that I hope the numbers go up. There are
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So let's just take a minute right now and do that. So anything compromising, anything from past lives that would be compromising my liver in this current life. Any issues, any other pastimes. And if you get a yes, then say how many lifetimes ago. Okay, 2, whatever. And then how old was I? What age? You might get like 4 or 5. Maybe it's both. Maybe you were 4 and 5. I mean, it just was a long, drawn out thing or something, you know.
For age, I just also got I got an in utero thing for myself 4 lifetimes ago, so may
Yep.
want to also think about
Yes.
that as well, because I
Yeah.
wasn't getting any age.
There you go. Yeah, that happens between lives. Or it could be in utero or between lives also. So you were wherever. You don't have to know where you were, but just, yeah. So you could say, really, it is, but I'm not, okay, was it in utero? No. Was it between lives somewhere? Yes. So something could have happened to you. Maybe you were in some planet that wasn't, you know, serious, or somewhere maybe they had some not so nice things going on.
Then we just clear those?
Yeah. Yep. And so we're doing that timeline, seeing it light up. So, well, no, I mean, if you get 1 lifetime ago, age 10, then just say, okay, so what do I need to know? Do I need to know anything about that? And then see if something's coming up. If something's coming up, great. You know, that may help you, give you clarity into what's going on in your life right now. If nothing's coming up at the moment, fine, that's fine too. Just see it now as a dark spot on your timeline, and doing like the shooting dice kind of thing down the strand of the DNA and clearing that black spot off. And then go to the next one. Okay, so now there was also one 5 lifetimes ago at age 10 again, really, or something. Does anything come up? Anything I need to know about that? Okay, so then see that as a dark spot, and then clear it off, vacuum it off, blast it off, whatever you want to do. Send the beautiful gold God healing energy now through the whole timeline. And then into the future. Are there any lifetimes in the future, in the next 6 lifetimes, essentially? And how many? Oh, 2? Okay, so now you're going to clear the 2.
Thank you so much. That was very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Once you know that that's could be why it's stuck. Yeah.
Can you also do that more generally and trust that it's going to get them all?
That it's going to get them all.
We'll
Repeat
kind
that.
of visualize the timeline and just picture the black spots down the timeline and remove them all.
Yes, you can.
Deep understanding of what they are.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, like I get a sense that there's some substance and chemical, like maybe drugs, some alcoholism stuff with the liver, but I'm not getting exactly where it is. I just can see the spots down the timeline.
Yep.
Just cleanse them. It's okay.
Yep. Yep. And then test if, when you're done.
Marlene, when we're doing the timeline, is it not necessary to go into all of the anchors and interferences?
Yeah, so we did get that when we read for emotional, we did get, or physical, energetic, family, and mental. Yeah, we did get, there was anchors. So that would be great too. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with what we're doing right now? Are
Yeah.
we to? Yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, we put it on this, go back to this one. We put it on this main chart, right? So we put every single one that could have been on the emotional, right? So so if you just intend that you're clearing out portals, mechanisms, wormhole seeds, whatever it is that came up for you, while you're doing this timeline thing too, yeah. And then check back and see, did that clear to 100%? Yep.
We do that after we remove the black spots.
Yes. Well, actually, that's part of the black spots, right? So, so you want to be intending that these are clearing as well. So while you're doing the black spots, you're clearing this stuff, right? You're clearing hatred. That's why part of this is black. You know, you can see it as, right? So there's bitterness there. Ooh, that's black, right? So you're blasting off this stuff. It doesn't belong. Yeah, so clear it while you're blasting off the black stuff, and then intend that's what you're doing, then check to make sure.
I just got a note, the chart's clear now, I think.
Okay.
With the timeline clearings, yeah.
You're complete with the timeline clearing?
Yeah, or just that our general group chart is clear now that we've all been working on our timeline clearing.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I'm checking here, just one by one. You know, where did you go?
So
Mhm.
just to clarify again, so if you go in and you find out what interferences there are, what emotions there are, but you don't have to do the pumping, you're blasting it off instead. Have I got that right?
Yeah, you can see it being blasted off, or you can see it being sucked up, you know, with a, spiritual vacuum or something like that. But sending pumping while you're doing it, intending it at the same time. Yep, and then you can also be sending it right after that. The gold energy will just follow straight through to clear it and clean it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Arlene, is your experience in actually a smaller group because it's a deeper clearing in a way? that it takes longer, because that's been my experience in different modalities. Is that yours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, not that this is long for what we're doing.
Yeah,
You know,
and really,
but-
it seems like it may. And I was just picking up on that. Like the group probably thinks this is like a lot to do. Going, yeah, it is a lot to do, but this really gets simpler as you get more experience, as you do it more often, right? And doesn't take quite as much time as what we're doing here. We're getting very, very right down into everything, right? Now, and you don't have to type everything out. I typed it all out. I mean, we have that template that Lainey gave us that we can just check things on there as we go, check, right up, that'll save a lot of time. But knowing what is in the way gives us a better idea. It gives us clues, to what is happening and why the liver is not functioning the way it should, for example. So you can take these things and get clues from them too. Like if something takes a long time to clear, like, wow, there's some issues going here, like for bloodline. The bloodline usually does take a little longer than the other ones on average. But you could just look at that and just say, well, okay, so maybe there's things with DNA that we really need to be working on. Generational stuff. Okay. The astral body. Renee, you'd mentioned something about there's something else, something a little more here. Did anything come up with that for you?
Honestly, I didn't look into it. My sense was it's not on the list. It's similar to the list. It's just I don't have a name for it.
Oh, okay.
So it can still be cleared.
Okay. Yeah, so kind of.
It seemed more like an alien thing that started with an O is actually what I got.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like Orion or Orion or something with an O or an OR.
Okay. All right. Well, let's intend that we're clearing that, whatever that is. You can just say plus alien O, right? And there will probably be other aliens and stuff like that we don't have on the list. So yeah, so whatever the sense is that you're getting, just intend that you're clearing that. Now, just to let you know, for sake of time, in case you're thinking, my gosh, we've got 4 organs to go through. These won't go as, the actual regeneration part goes much quicker than the clearing that leads up to it. So we'll get to them. Okay, so let's call that clear if there's something that still comes up for you with that. And then we'll work in the DNA here in just a second. So let's clear DNA faulty programs for inflammation. Let's clear these 86 programs. So we see actually 86 dark spots on the DNA strand right here, right? So let's clear those off. And then send some beautiful healing energy through there, clearing all that. At the same time, we can look for the 217 dark spots for the elimination and detoxing. Blast those off.
Would that be a different strand though?
Well, we're looking at DNA kind of as a whole in a sense, right? So you're just unraveling the whole DNA strand and just looking at it. Now, when we're in the actual liver itself, then we're going to be in the liver, the master cell of the liver. But until then, we're just kind of looking at any elimination and detoxing.
Okay.
So just kind of see that one strand, 217 dark spots, we're blasting them off. And we can also actually lengthen the telomeres while we're in here too. So blasting it off, and then we're sending some beautiful healing gold energy through there.
Is it too much to heal any broken strands?
Yeah, we're looking for broken
Is
strands.
too much? We are. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. So do we find broken? Maybe 7? I don't know. Yeah, so just look at fixing. Now, intend that you're doing it for yourself, right? Do your own. I'm doing it for everyone, but you're doing it for yourself, so that it's not going to be the same huge number, right? So you're just seeing whatever it is for you, and you don't have to say, okay, well, out of that 86, mine is about 10 or whatever. It's okay. You don't need to for this example. So we're doing them all here before we get to all 4 organs. Okay. All right, then this is 0 broken. 9. Let's fix those. Now we're in the organs.
Is that faulty DNA of each organ, Marlene?
Yeah.
In the DNA, right? Like the recessive DNA.
Yes.
And again, here we're doing it generally, like we're not going into master cells or anything like that, or mirroring.
These are the master cell. Once you get to the liver, colon, kidneys, bladder, we're in the master cell. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we are. And are we
Yeah.
doing then what we did yesterday, like the DNA stuff that we did yesterday, those steps?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So then you're sending the beautiful healing energy through the strand. Yep. I'm doing it for everybody though right now for the sake of time. So then we're going to look at the family bubble, and I'm going to be clearing off the family bubble. So just, you can just do the regular sending in gold energy. $99. Soul contracts. Okay, so here. And then the resets upon awakening. This is the active and current version sent, you know, from source for the highest and best. So yeah, okay. All right, so 98. Okay, so I get that we are 100%. We sent the improved the function of the organ, the liver. So send
Yay.
through there. Yeah. So whoa, we're finally ready to actually get into this, right? 100 here. Okay, very good. Woohoo! Oh man. Oh. Okay, fine. All right, stop sharing here. And we're gonna go back to the slides. And the rest of this, you can read it in the text. So I'm just gonna go through this very quickly, but this can give you some information. You know, if you're gonna be doing something on the liver with somebody, you can get, instead of doing research on the liver and finding it all out on your own, you can go here and just say, oh, okay, this is a outline then of everything I should probably know, how the liver works and what's going on, the glucose storage, balancing blood glucose, vitamin, mineral, activates vitamin D. A compromised liver undermines the gut and vice versa. So when you're looking at the liver, you should be doing the gut. So now we're doing the colon, right? So that's good. Yeah, so harmful substances, the liver takes on a lot of heavy metals and so forth. We didn't go into that 100%, like, okay, now we should be taking out the heavy metals and we should be taking out the molds and blah, 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 blah. That's a whole kind of thing on its own. And yes, we should be, because they do get stored there in the liver. So our intent is going to be that we are not, okay, so let's just intend that we are removing all, let's go back up here. From the master cell itself, okay? So we're not in the whole liver. We're now just in the master cell. So we are letting go of all heavy metals, all molds, pathogens, pesticides, anything that is in the master cell of the liver. So let's intend that we are letting that go. So we are actually connect the master cell of the liver to source, connect the master cell of the liver to earth energy, and let that beautiful healing energy come through. So now we're in the master cell of the liver, and going ahead now and letting go of all of any dark energy of harmful substances in there. The blood, this is another thing, it, you know, cleans out the blood. So another portion of this clearing actually could be cleaning the blood later. So I'm just going to put this on our chart. Yeah. Other things that can be done. And then it processes hormones, accesses your immune system, sluggish liver. A lot of people say it's menopause, right? Hot flashes and so forth, that can be your liver. Here's all the different things, symptoms that could be of liver problems. So if somebody's telling you digestive issues, yeah, okay, well, we can look at the digestive, but we can also look at liver, for example. Balances enzymes, dirty blood, chronic dehydration. So it's important to drink water, energy, the dirty blood pumping through. Yeah, your energy starts sputtering. Dark eyes, sunken eyes, the varicose veins, inflammation, insomnia. Thyroid, the same Epstein-Barr is in thyroid that it is in the liver. You know, if you're having issues, not everybody, of course, but, and then adrenals, weight, aging, the liver is the preserver of youth. Brain fog can begin here, you know, and then there's other bad things, you know, whatever, cirrhosis, drinking, eating liver is a no-no, Liver flushes, not such a good idea really, because you're not smarter than the liver. But gallstones, so we can see if there's stones in the liver, and let's just see if there's stones in the master cell. Okay, so we're going to be matching this master cell to the whole liver. So so let's do that now. And while we have the master cell secured, we're going to clear, so besides heavy metals, molds, pathogens, and so forth, clear any stones that happen to be in there right now too. Okay, coffee enemas are really harsh. Then it goes into some simple things that you can do to boost your liver. So this can be all the different foods that cleanse the liver: garlic, citrus, beets, green tea, leafy vegetables, avocados, apples, olive, hemp seed, flaxseed, alternative grains, cruciferous vegetables, lemons, limes, walnuts, cabbage, turmeric, herbs. Okay, so now we're getting into the stem cell upgrade. So this is the master stem cell. And from here, you can see all the different parts. Okay, so the membrane going around it. So we can fast forward on our text to slide number, whatever it is, 78. Okay, so healing the liver, master stem cell. Connect with the divine. We just did that to raise your energy vibration above and raise. Okay, well, connect yourself to the divine to make sure that your energy vibration is over 500, which it is, right? But you kind of just want to check yourself before you get into this, just to make sure that your energy is up. If you just had a fight with somebody, it's maybe not the best time. So identify the area of illness. This is what, the prep work we already did, right? Securing the cell, which we just did. And then clearing the dark or low energy vibration. And that's where I said, let's send some gold energy in there to get it up to 100%. And we are. So very good. And then you can kind of send some small golden bursts through there right now. So while we are in it, now we want to send gold energy now into the membrane. So, so we're working in the membrane, and we are getting the membrane up to 100%. So this is where you can look at the membrane and just check to see, is it an off color? Is it, what's the function of the membrane right now? You don't even need to do that. Okay, it's not necessary as long as you get 100%. Yes, membrane is now 100%, right? So just send the energy through there. And what we're actually doing is, the gold energy is great. We're actually bringing this gold energy down from source, sending it through to the membrane. And we are matching the source energy. It has the brilliance, the perfection, the beauty, the love, everything built into it that is of the divine human blueprint. So we're bringing that perfection in from the, how we were intended through the blueprint, bringing that in, and you're sending it into the membrane. So 100%, great. So now go into the nucleus, the center of the cell, and let's do the same thing. Let's bring that beautiful healing energy, that perfect version of the divine blueprint, bringing that energy in, that gold, sending it into the nucleus of the master cell.
Have you guys heard that gal who's got that cute little song that she's teaching people to sing to her kids through the corona?
No?
It's like, every little cell in my body is happy, every little cell in my body is well, every little cell. She's teaching a happy little song for kids' cells through the.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice song.
And that works. It does. Talking to your cells, yep. Instructing them, hey, you're happy. Okay, so nucleus, good. Now, absorption organelle. So that's the stomach of the cell. So bring in that perfection into the master cell of the liver. beautiful gold God healing energy, bringing that into the absorption organelle, getting that whole complete 100%. Now check to see if you have one missing. Do you have an organelle? I'm getting yes, there's nothing missing. Okay, next is the elimination organelle. Is it missing? No. I mean, check for yourself, but I'm getting no. And then sending beautiful source energy straight from the perfect human blueprint into the elimination organelle. We want everything, all the waste, we want that removed from the cell as effectively as possible, optimally working. Very good. Okay, so the next area then is DNA. Now this is the DNA organelle. Okay, so we're sending beautiful gold healing energy into the DNA organelle and matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the master into the master cell from the divine human blueprint. And then the mitochondria. So those are the little energy centers, and we're bringing in beautiful gold God healing energy now into all the mitochondria. There's several per cell. So there's many of them in the master cell here. So each one receiving this beautiful healing energy straight from source. Very nice. So of course you can check the strength and the color of each of these items and so forth, but again, it's not totally necessary as long as you're getting 100%. All right, so then we go into the DNA, but this is what we were just doing, DNA, faulty DNA programs for the liver. So this is where you actually take the DNA strand in the master cell, pull it out. We found that there was 94 faulty programs for DNA, and then that's where you blast off the dots, 94 black dots, and then you send the gold healing energies down through the strand. I already did this, so we should be fine. And then you find out if there's broken ones before you do the healing. Fix the broken ones, and then you can go into the family bubble after that, right? So we did that, and now this is where you want to light up the cell. So this here is you're bringing light now, all kinds of beautiful gold God healing energy to all parts of the master cell. So you've gone into every little part of the cell. So all the parts that we haven't mentioned, everything right now is getting beautiful gold God healing energy. It's all coming through from source, from the divine human blueprint in its perfection to you, into the cell of your liver. Bringing it all in, all the beauty, all the perfection. Lighting it up, just lit up beautifully. We already lit up, we already brought in the light into the whole liver. Got that up to 100, but now this master cell is perfect, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and now activate the mitochondria. Let's let the mitochondria, those little energy centers, let them help us now activate so that you're creating a flood of new cell growth to all cells of the liver. So they are now matching the perfect master cell. And all cells right now are taking the upgrade. So you're sending all cells right now beautiful gold God healing energy as they are now matching and mirroring the perfection of the master cell. So now they're taking this, they're borrowing and matching and mirroring the perfection of this cell, master cell, so that they too can become whole, complete, and perfect. So sending the beautiful gold God healing energy now into all cells of the liver. Every area is getting this upgrade. And once you've done that, you can send some more gold healing energy back into the master cell too, again, just to enhance the process here. So everywhere now, everywhere is getting this beautiful healing energy. Cells are all taking the upgrade from the perfected master cell. Everything is bathed in beautiful gold healing light, straight from source, matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the divine human blueprint, sent from source, sent from God. All right, so now we can check to see the number of days that the cells will be an upgrade. So let's go ahead and test, muscle test for you, how many days it's going to be for your liver cells to be an upgrade. And then just mark that down somewhere so that you know to check back on that day and see where your progress is. So it could be, you know, 120, I mean, it could be a long time, or it could be, you know, 40 or 50 or 60, whatever it happens to come up to be. And just know that the liver is a dense organ, so this one could be taking its time. But just write that number down, the number of days, and then at that, on that day, come back, check it, and see where it's at. And then ask the body, do I need to do this again? Do I need to do another healing on it? If you get a yes, then just come back and do this part of it. You don't have to do the full clearing again. You've already cleared all that stuff. Now you will have to, you know, do your own energy centers, check for attachments. You want your life force to 100%. So just that little prep work you're going to need to do before you do this. So it's easier to do a round 2 on people than it is to do a round 1, because the round 1 is all that clearing, right? So people say, they get on their 30-minute session and say, yeah, well, can't we just do the kidney? No, no, we can't. But we can do a round 2 on your kidneys, right? If we already did them before. So,
Marlene, I'm sorry, my brain kind of got
Sure.
distracted. So mine is in 90 days, 90.
okay.
And so I'm sorry, what are the things? I know we don't do everything. I know I do my life force, I do the chakras, I do that. And what else? Sorry.
Entities. So it's everything
Okay.
with the energy centers, right? The energy centers, the
So
check your life
energy
force.
centers,
Yeah, check your
100%.
life force, clear the attachments, balance
Okay.
the chakras, or
Gotcha.
yeah.
So
check
all the
your
energy
force.
centers to 100% are what my optimal is.
Yeah,
Yeah?
exactly. So
Okay,
you want
thank you.
yeah, you want the life force to 100%. So whatever it takes to get that there is what you're doing. Yeah, energy.
So all those things add up in a funny way to the life force being 100%. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yep. Because
Okay.
attachments will take it down. Yep.
Yeah,
Being
I
in
see.
alignment takes it down. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. Thank you.
Yep. And then like what Renee said too, when she checked hers at 98%, it couldn't get to 100. So then she checked her timeline. Yeah. But essentially though, if you've already done the timeline in round 1, you shouldn't probably have that issue anymore for round 2. So that would just be a round 1 issue. Okay, so then measure and to see if you're complete. And if you got to like 96%, well, maybe it's just not done yet. You know, maybe it will get to that other 100 if you give it a few more days. Or you could just actually just send some more just gold energy into the whole liver, you know, without going through the whole regeneration. So if you're in the 90% or whatever, just sending in some more gold healing. And then maybe checking back in another 5-10 days or seeing what it is then. And then improvements you can notice from a optimally functioning liver. Okay, so the colon, we're going to go through this a little bit quick. Here's some questions for yourself for the colon. You can read them yourself. and stress and all that. Yeah, balancing bacteria, good bugs, bad bugs, salmonella, the microbiome, flora and stress. Yeah, elimination, diet journaling, signs of, you know, I don't know, food intolerances, increase your fiber, go plant-based, stay hydrated, drink water, tap water, well water, bottled water, alcohol, exercise, yoga, yay, stool analysis. You can get saliva or hair mineral analysis. And then the neurotransmitters. So there's 6 main ones. They're dopamine, serotonin, GABA, glutamate, adrenaline, and noradrenaline. You can do an activation for these because the body produces them. So you can actually, and that's on slide 138. Let me get to that. See what we said about that. No, it doesn't say anything different. But yeah, so your colon is going to be benefited from them. So you can actually pump them up. You really can. So your mood, essential nutrients, and you can do an activation for glutathione. And glutathione, by the way, is one of those that coronavirus is, you know, takes out people's glutathione or whatever. So you can pump that up yourself. Now, so let's get into the connect the master cell, secure it now to source, and ground it with source energy, bringing that beautiful healing energy through. And let's just pump through and get your colon up to 100%. Let's just send beautiful healing energy now through the whole colon, improving the function, just getting it all up to 100%. So yes, we are secured in the master cell. We're just holding on for a second while we send the beautiful healing energy throughout the whole colon, not just the master cell. So let's get that area improved. Because Dia has a birthday party to get to. So let's just blast on this really good. And the next two are pretty quick to go through. So let's see what we are at. About 98% or better. So just continue to do that. Yourself, okay, so you do that, and I'm going to be doing the master cell right here. You can be doing, seeing this yourself too. So so dark energies, clearing any of the dark, that's what we're doing right now. We're sending the beautiful energy through there, getting it up to 100%. And then you're going to want to do the actual sending the gold energy now into the membrane, into the cell membrane of the master cell, bringing in the gold God healing energy. Getting that up to 100%. And then you're sending in this beautiful healing energy into the nucleus. Also into the absorption organelle. Into the elimination organelle. Into the DNA organelle. Into all the mitochondria in the master cell of your colon. Beautiful gold God healing energy going into all parts of the master cell. Really lighting it up. Beautiful healing energy, matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the divine human blueprint, sent straight from source for your highest and best. Beautiful. Now we've already done the DNA. Okay, very nice. Okay, so now let's light up the cell. Let's go ahead and activate the mitochondria and create a flood of new cell growth to all cells of the colon, now matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the master stem cell. Matching the perfected cell that we just made whole and complete. Sending that information, sending all that detail, that perfection into all the cells now of the colon. They're accepting the upgrade. And you might want to tell every cell of the colon now is accepting the upgrade. Every cell is taking on this beautiful, perfected wholeness. Sending beautiful gold God healing energy now into all cells of the colon. Lighting up every area, every cell into this beautiful perfection. Matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the divine human blueprint. Sent from God, sent from Source for your highest and best. And maybe that's a super upgrade. Accept the gifts that you're given. And let's just seeing everything in alignment, everything in alignment with, well, the colon is an elimination organ, so a clean, healthy colon, able to eliminate optimally, keeping our system healthy, regular. And more gold God healing energy now into the master stem cell to enhance the process. Beautiful. Okay, so now you can check the number of days. We're on number of days for those cells to be an upgrade. So write that down for yourself. Colon, number of days equals. And then later you can transfer this onto your calendar or however you want to do it. Okay. And you can continue to send more gold healing energy in there. If you would like, after we're complete here today, you can just keep doing this, right? So the more you do, the more cells will be taking it. But for right now, we can move on as you're completing the improvements from a functioning colon, mood, weight, all the mental clarity, everything good. Kidneys and bladder. Okay, so kidney facts. We're going into right now. You're sending beautiful healing energy to improve the function of the kidneys to 100%. So sending beautiful healing energy now, gold healing energy into the kidneys. And they filter blood. Here's the kidney questions and what that means. Conditions of a poor kidney, you want, to stay hydrated is number one importance for the kidneys because they carry waste away, liquid waste, right? So stay hydrated. Cranberry juice, that kind of stuff is really good. So let's go into right now the master cell. So let's look at, actually on your text document, you have emotions affecting the bladder and kidney. So you've got jealousy, hatred, envy, resentful, shame, blaming, greed, deception, anger, frustration, and unforgiveness. So you can intend right now that you're clearing all of these emotions that would be affecting both the kidneys and the bladder. So that's on It's like actually page 32 out of 39 on this long Word doc. So intend that you're clearing the emotions. And then getting to the actual clearing or the regeneration. So now you are securing the master cell, secure the master cell of your kidneys to source, and then also to earth energy, sending that beautiful healing energy coming through both ends. Receiving this healing energy now. And it's bringing up the function of the kidneys. Very good. Okay. So now let's look at the membrane. Let's bring in this healing energy, this Gold God healing energy into the membrane of the master cell. You're now matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the divine human blueprint. Bringing the membrane up to this perfection. Do the same with the nucleus, sending this beautiful healing energy now into the nucleus. To the absorption organelle. Sending it through the elimination organelle. Sending beautiful healing energy now into the DNA organelle. And beautiful Gold God healing energy now into all the mitochondria of the master cell of your kidneys. Taking on the beauty, love, and perfection now of the divine human blueprint sent from God, sent from source in your highest and best. Accepting that right now. Bringing this beautiful light and healing energy through. Bathing every part of the master cell right now so it's all 100% whole and perfect. Lighting it up. Every area now of the master cell. Taking on this beautiful healing energy of perfection. My kidneys are singing. That's cool. We did the DNA. So right now we are lighting up the cell, amplifying gold light into the cell. And now we're going to activate the mitochondria, the little power centers, and we're going to let them help us create a flood of new cell growth now in all cells of the kidneys. So they are now receiving the information and perfection from the master cell. They're taking on this information, taking the upgrade. Every cell of your kidneys is now being flooded with beautiful Gold God healing energy sent from source. Your highest and best. Beautiful healing energy now is being exchanged from the master cell to all cells of your kidneys. Very nice. Flooding the whole area. Every cell now is just lighting up, sending more beautiful gold healing energy into the master cell to enhance the whole process. Providing everything that's required for all cells to take the upgrade. Very nice. Very good. Okay, so we can continue to send the healing energy through there. Let's check now the number of days that your cells will be in regrowth in the kidneys. And write that number down. Continue to send light through there, healthy, beautiful gold healing energy through into all cells of the kidneys. You can continue that as long as you want to tonight, but generally you've pretty much got the process going here. So the next is, well, hormones, the bladder, urinary tract infections, the kidneys, you know, produce urine to carry the toxins away. Here's bladder questions. What will it take to make change easier for me? What pressure am I under that I am not ready to let go of? So it's kind of a let go type thing, right, with bladder. So let's go into the, let's pump some beautiful gold God healing energy now into the bladder. Let's just send beautiful healing energy into the bladder. Pretend that you're doing that to improve the function of the bladder to 100%. Clearing out dark or low energy, any vibration in there, anything that is not from source. Amping the gold energy into the bladder, getting to 100%. And so we are secured. We are secured to source. We're secured to the center of the earth, taking this beautiful healing energy now, sending it through the bladder, receiving the beautiful love and perfection, the information from the divine human blueprint. Getting an optimal master cell, receiving all information and gold God healing energy now going into the master cell of your bladder, straight from source, your highest and best, making this stem cell match the beauty, love, and perfection of that divine human blueprint. Pumping the gold healing energy now into the membrane, into the nucleus, into the absorption organelle, the elimination organelle, the DNA organelle, and into the mitochondria. Beautiful gold God healing energy now going into all cells or all parts of the master cell. Healing energy filling every part of this master cell, perfecting it, matching the beauty, love, and perfection of the divine human blueprint. Totally upgraded now for the perfection, matching that perfection, bringing it all into gold God, healing perfection, wholeness, beauty, love. Yay. Lighting it up. Very nice. Now let's activate those mitochondria and create a flood of new cell growth to all cells of your bladder. All cells now are taking the information from the perfected human, from the human blueprint that has been sent into the master cell. So it's taking information now from the perfected master cell in your bladder, accepting all that information, taking the upgrade, sending beautiful gold God healing light now into all cells of your bladder. Becoming lighter and brighter in there, happier. Lighter, all the darkness is out of there. Letting go of any darkness, any programming, anything that doesn't belong. Only the beautiful gold God healing energy from source remains in the cells. All cells now are flooded with this beautiful healing energy, taking on the upgrade, sending more healing energy now into the master cell to enhance the process. All cells receiving beautiful gold God healing energy. Receiving the perfection. Beautiful. Lighting up the cell. Amplifying the gold light. Oh, thank you. Very nice. Yeah. Yes, the kidneys and the bladder. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to your kidneys and bladder. Yeah. Okay, so now let's measure the number of days that your bladder will be in regrowth. Write that number down. That's definitely going to be a different number for everybody. Okay, so Dia's off to her virtual happy hour. See you all tomorrow. See you, Dia. Happy birthday. Virtual hugs. Okay, yay. So you got that number, write that down. You can continue to send in the healing energy in there and to all 4 of the organs if you would like to, if you feel that that would enhance the process a little bit more. And just kind of muscle test to see if that's something that you require. And definitely you're going to want to be drinking water. More water for the next 3 days. More water than usual. And you can muscle test too to see, hey, how hydrated am I? Am I only 80%? Okay, go get another drink of water, right? So every so often, test yourself. And then also, if you can get out into nature, if you can take a walk, if you can do something, go outside and just ground yourself, that might be really nice. Even if you just kind of stand there and get some healing energy going in you that way. So, so that is the full process. And you can see where it's easier to do several of these at a time. When you actually get into the regeneration, you can actually do a few of them now that you have everything set to 100%. Now that your life force is at 100%, right? So instead of coming back tomorrow, and then, okay, now you have to go through and get your life force to 100% and so forth before continuing. So it's just a lot easier if your client that you have, you can combine a couple, 3 things in the same session, you know, do all the clearing work, say that, okay, I'll have all the clearing work done before we get on the call or whatever it happens to be. You can see where this would be easier to do several at a time. But now just know that you have your liver, colon, kidneys, and bladder in regrowth. So you could be feeling a little energy moving in there, you know, maybe bathroom habits might be a little different, you know, because these are all elimination organs, right? So the way that we detox stuff through. So, you know, there could just be some shifts and some changes going on that you can just note. They're temporary, obviously, and they're correcting things. It's improving. There's shifting to improvement, right? So this is what's happening right now. So that is, yay. All right, so checking on that. So now if you would like to You can go back in while you're there and look at removing heavy metals from the liver, going back and cleaning, just intending that you're cleaning and clearing the blood that's coming through the liver. You can check for any stones that might be in the liver, and so you can do those right now too. So yeah, how do you activate neurotransmitters? Yeah, just pump them to optimal. Heavy metals, bloodstones, I put that in the chat box for you. And
What about for like the like plastics and mold and things like that? Is there a special technique or protocol for that?
not necessarily, no. So then that's a good idea too. We can add that on there: plastics, molds, pathogens, chemicals. Yeah. Yep. So that would be while the cells right now, while you're, sending the beautiful healing energy in there, we can still be doing that, right? So that's the whole organ itself that we're sending the healing into. So you could be looking at, okay, is there any chemicals? Let's see all chemicals leaving. Let's just see we're letting go of any chemicals in that organ, right? So heavy metals, though, it's mostly the liver where, they're stored. There may be other, not so much, because the liver takes everything, just like, oh my God, that's foreign to the body. Here, I'll take it, and stores it deep inside itself, right? So that's what the liver does to save you. So give some appreciation to your liver right now. Just send it beautiful love, and just, this gift is from, is for you. I love you, and just send beautiful healing love to your organs. Tell them how much you appreciate everything that they do for you. Just surround it with a big hug, a big love hug, and just show it, how grateful you are. Yeah, give gratitude there. Yeah. Okay, so we'll stop share here. And that is what I have for you for today. So I think that's good. So if you have any questions, anything that you want to know that what you should be doing, tonight, other than that, we just put in the chat box. Try and eat light. I wouldn't be eating meats and, if at all possible, if that's what's for dinner, maybe just a little bit, but try and eat as light and healthy as possible. Fruits, vegetables, that might be the thing to snack on just throughout the rest of the day. So some of you are already at dinner time right now. So, so just making conscious choices here of what, ask your body. Actually, you can just muscle test. Should I be eating that right now? No. Okay. What is this? Okay. Yeah. Go get the apple or whatever. Right. So, and you could also be doing that with supplements. If there's something that you usually take at this time of day or in the evening, vitamins you usually take at night. Is this one okay? Should I take this one out? Yeah, that's fine. Maybe there's one that your body says, no, not right now, so that could be something you can check too. So otherwise, I will go ahead and send you the charts for tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing, so that you have the process down now, that you know what we're doing, but we're going to be going into the glands. So just a little bit of a difference here, not a whole lot. So now that you have the practice, we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow for our glands, for the endocrine system. So if you have any questions, otherwise, let's see. Margot, visualize the family bubble for clearing. Yeah, you can see the bubble like coming to you. When you ask for it, just say, bring up the family bubble. And then you can see this bubble coming to you.
Okay.
Let me see that family bubble, okay? And then you can see the black spots in there, right? And then you can count the black spots. Okay, I'm getting that there's 5, or I can see 5, or whatever it is. Yep, that's exactly how you do it. Then you can send that beautiful gold energy into that bubble, and you can send you can send that off with love too. You know, send it back off with love. So everything you do, just surround it with love, and you know, that seems to work well. I mean, they respond to it, right? I mean, you probably see me like I get teared up because it's when I'm in there, it's like my organs are talking to me and I'm getting messages from them, and it's so I'm just so grateful to you too. You know? So it just, yeah, send love. Yep. So
When working on our cell, do we imagine it going into our body, or do we see it outside of ourself and send it that way, or does it matter?
the cell, the master cell.
Or an organ or anything?
Yeah. I don't see it outside the body. I actually see it. I see it, but it's actually within. It's contained within self. The cell is in self. So yeah, it's within me. But I visualize it. I can see it. You know, up here I can just see it, but it is still within inside. Yeah. Yeah. You don't pull it out and look at it.
I had that same experience. It was going in and out, and I didn't know where to put my awareness. So thank
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was putting it out here so I could see it, but then I had that same feeling. It's like, I think it should be in my body.
Yeah. Well, just see it. You can kind of see it maybe coming up into your, you know, visual field. You know. Yeah. Yep. All right. So sounds good. I won't keep you any longer. I will send you the recordings for today too, and the charts. You'll see them by morning anyway. The videos take a while to render because they're so long. So it was late when I got the email sent off for waiting for the afternoon one to get done. So sounds good, you guys. And so same time tomorrow, day 3. Drink plenty of water. You're going to really, really want to flush this stuff out, especially since these are the elimination organs, the kidneys, the bladder, right? So sending out all the junk that's coming out. And believe me, there's stuff right now. So you might as well drink a full glass of water and then go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, absolutely. My pleasure. My pleasure. Have a beautiful evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.